You're in a vehicle to match description of it. You understand?
Like,
so you talking about you. Who said you? I didn't say you match description of a person.
But why
the
you
fact of the matter is like this, boss. I'm talking to y'all because y'all both got out of the vehicle. You're talking about real charges. You understand? It don't matter if you're 17 or not.
Was I in there?
Yeah, you were. I saw you when you pulled up and got to the vehicle with him. So you gonna sit up and I followed you all the...
Do you have any ID on you, sir?
Man, I'm not telling you nothing, man.
I'm gonna ask you one more time. Do you have any ID on you?
I'm not telling you nothing.
Put your hands behind your back.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, I'll go to jail, yeah.
You're being detained for obstruction.
We trust cops to serve and protect, but what happens when innocent people come face to face with the dark side of policing? In this video, we're exposing officers who abused their power, thinking no one would hold them accountable, but they were wrong. Stay tuned for shocking stories of everyday people who stood their ground against corruption.
Description of a robbery earlier, boss. Okay, you go ahead, boss. That's okay. I told you to come talk to us.
Bro, I
That's
got shit to talk to you about, bro.
Then you walk over
Why
here,
you
boss.
talking to me?
Well, first of all,
Everybody
you
else,
call
bro.
me. Hey, first of all, dude, let me tell you something.
On July 28, 2020, officers were called to investigate an armed robbery at a Metro PCS store. The worker provided a description of the suspects: two armed black men wearing masks and driving a white and gold or beige Ford F-150. The next day, Officer Wagner spotted an older model Ford F-150, this one white and faded red, which for him was more than enough reason to be suspicious.
Description of a robbery earlier, boss. Okay, you go ahead, boss. That's okay. I told you to come talk to us.
Bro, I
That's
got shit to talk to you about, bro.
Then you walk over
Why
here,
you
boss.
talking to me?
Well, first of all,
Everybody
you
else,
call me.
bro.
Hey, first of all, dude, let me tell you something. If you do that, that's considered resisting.
Bro,
You understand me?
bro, you
You're
a
being detained
ham,
right
bro.
now, okay?
Shut
That's
the
what you got.
fuck up, bro.
Okay.
You a ham,
This is
bro.
do. Hang tight right
You
here,
a
boss.
ham and you...
Hang tight right here. First of all, right? Your mouth right there is the reason why.
Bro, look at you.
Look at you.
Look
at you.
Look.
Look at you. Look how you acted.
Just chill, bro. Just chill.
All right?
Bro,
I asked you to do me a favor. Hold on,
I
boss.
can't do you no favor,
Yes,
bro. You ain't doing me no favor.
Well, this right here, all right? I'm doing you a favor right now because guess what? You're not in the backseat of a squad car, okay?
Man, for what?
Well,
you
first
can
and
take
foremost,
me. What are you gonna lock me
well,
up
first
for?
and foremost, dude, you're in a vehicle to match
Bro,
description of a
you
robbery.
capping.
You understand? No,
You
you
capping.
You keep talking like that and you're not listening. You understand?
I don't gotta listen because you capping.
do, because it's the problem
Bro,
right here.
I hear that shit every time, bro.
When the officers entered the restaurant and approached them, Wagner explained why they were being questioned and asked them to step outside. The situation quickly grew tense. The black man refused to provide his information, while the white man, the driver, stated that the vehicle wasn't his and that he had borrowed it from a friend. Their responses only heightened the officer's suspicion, making the encounter even more difficult.
How I'm always the fucking person that look like I'm in a robbery.
Well, first of
Bro,
all,
you
no,
fucking capping,
no,
bro.
that's not it. It's not you the person to look like it. You're in a
Alright, bro.
vehicle to match description of
Alright,
it. You
bro.
understand?
Like,
So you talking about you. Who said you? I didn't say you match description of a person.
Bro, but why
the
you
fact of
talking
the
to
matter
me,
is
bro?
like this, boss. I'm talking to y'all because y'all both got out of the vehicle. Understand? So I asked you, do me a favor. Come out here. You gonna tell me no. You don't want to come out there, so this is how you got you right here. Dude, step next to your boy.
I can't do you no fucking favor.
Well, guess what? Then stop talking.
Bro,
All right,
you
do yourself a
stop
favor.
talking.
No, you got it. All right, that's your problem. All right.
Read me my rights and take me.
Where'd you get the vehicle from? Whose vehicle was that? That's your friend.
Bro, don't talk
Where's
to
your...
this ham,
Excuse
bro.
me, dude.
He's just gonna put some
All right,
bullshit
hey,
on you, bro.
Put him in the car.
Bro.
Dude. Go over there and have a seat.
Don't matter, bro. Y'all some
Hey.
The cops didn't ask from the start. They treated one of the guys like a criminal, not a citizen with rights. He questioned them, and that was enough to escalate things. Instead of explaining why he was being stopped, they barked orders, made threats, and treated his words as resistance. He wasn't under arrest yet, but that didn't stop them from tightening their grip. And soon they'd show just how little that mattered.
Nah, look me in my eyes when you talk to me. Bro, I don't give a what game you play. Shoot. You got my hands on my throat? Bet, nigga. Do it. Do it.
Stop.
Hey.
Come on.
What did he do?
These cops weren't looking for answers, they were looking for control. The moment his friend spoke up, they turned their attention to him, twisting his words and making it clear that asking questions was a mistake. They threw around vague accusations, using the car as an excuse to justify their actions. There was no proof, no real investigation, just intimidation. And if they had their way, silence would be the only option left.
What did he do?
Because no warning.
You all right? This is the problem right here. Who's vehicle is that, your boy? Who's your friend? What's your friend?
Yeah, bro.
Hey. What did he do?
He's being menacing all the freaking way.
Watch his foot. You all right? This is the problem right here we got. Whose vehicle is that, your boys? Who's your friend?
My friend.
What's your friend?
My friend, you said
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you this, dude. Let me tell you something. That vehicle comes back on there and it's involved inside of a robbery. You're gonna talk about your friend? Let me tell you something, you're not helping the process, you understand?
The cops were already done with the other guy, but if you thought that meant this case was wrapping up quickly, you'd be wrong. Now the officers turned their attention to the white boy, just 17 years old. And when you really think about it, isn't that terrifying? Two innocent guys were forced to face the dark side of policing, all because the cops made a stupid mistake.
Because it's like this, you're talking about my friend is vague, you understand?
Yeah.
Since my friend equals to
Bruh.
vagueness, that means
My
that
friend
means that
hasn't
whatever.
even drove his
Hold
truck
on.
all day.
Okay, so was it you driving the truck all day?
No.
So who was driving the truck?
No.
So who you get the truck from? Who you get the truck
My
from?
friend.
Dude, bruh, if the vehicle came back to the fact that it's involved in a robbery, unless you want to turn around, how old are you, young man? How old are you?
17.
You 17. So
Yeah.
guess what happened right now, okay?
Bruh.
You want to sit there and do like that, we can go ahead, because you're inside a vehicle with mass description from it. You want to sit back talking about, bruh, you're talking about real charges, you understand? It don't matter if you're 17 or not.
Was I in there?
Yeah, you were. I saw you when you pulled up and got to that vehicle with him. So you gonna sit up there, I
Bro, was I in
followed
a
you all
robbery?
Hold on, dude. Hold on. Dude.
Bro,
You know what? This is the problem right here. I'm not your bruh. Why don't you stop for 2 seconds and listen while I'm trying to help y'all? You understand? Because if you didn't have anything to do with it, I need to know who was driving that vehicle. You understand? Before you turn around and wake up with charges on you. You understand that?
The cops weren't after the truth. They were after someone to blame. They twisted every word, pushing the teen into a corner, making it impossible to answer without incriminating oneself or his friend. They didn't care who was driving, who owned the car, or what really happened. The goal was pressure, confusion, and fear. And as the teen struggled to defend himself, the cops tightened their grip, ready to push even harder.
They know, bruh, this kind of thing. It's a very simple, because you're operating a vehicle that appears to be used inside of a robbery, dude.
Nobody robbed anybody.
How you gonna say that when you just said you wasn't driving in our vehicle before? You said your boy was driving it, right? So you're telling me that your boy was the one that was probably behind the wheel of the car and it wasn't you, right?
What time is it?
Hey, what was that, 8 o'clock? So it was around 8 or 9 o'clock, between 8 and 8:30. So who had the vehicle around 8:30? Was it you?
Nah.
Okay, so tell me something. Who had the vehicle, so that way it'll make it a whole lot easier for us to be able to do that, so that way we don't look at you. Is the vehicle registered to him?
I think probably, I don't know.
Whose vehicle is that?
It's his, but it might be registered in his dad's name. I have no idea.
Let me tell you something, dude. I don't care if it was you, your friend, or anybody else. You understand?
I just tried to go walk with us, bro. I just left my house for no reason. I literally just left my house to come here. I'm trying to eat.
Dude.
The cops had already decided that he was guilty of something. The moment he questioned their authority, they went straight for intimidation, claiming his eyes were proof of drug use. No test, no evidence, just another excuse to justify their aggression. They demanded obedience, barking orders like he was a child, threatening to take him 2 hours away if he didn't comply. And they weren't done yet.
This is the problem right here I got. I asked y'all a simple question. Come out here and come talk to me. You understand? For what? What do you mean for what? You're not ignorant, dude. So I'm asking you a simple question. When I come and I talk to you and I say, understand me, your pupils are wide as a mug, which means you own something. You understand? So I'm not going to, no.
Shut the
Hey, dude. Hey, dude. I'm going to tell you that. Hey, dude.
Am I attacked? Nah,
Yeah, you are. You are. So you got 2 seconds to get back over here and lean up against. You understand? You got 1 second.
Bro,
I'm not a child, okay? No, bruh, you know what, dude? I'm not a child, you understand? So you need to stop acting like that, you understand? Obviously, that vehicle wasn't something you're going to talk about. You don't know. You keep on. Unless you want to go 2 hours away and JCYC, you want to keep on talking like I'm someone you're not a child. No, then this is what you got, boss.
What the f***, my pupils like that? I let them on something?
Your stuff is like that, dude. Hey,
Cause I'm just,
look
bro,
at his eyes.
Even though it was obvious these guys weren't the ones who robbed the store the day before, Officer Wagner was determined to twist the narrative in his favor. He pressured the kid, but let's be real. The only thing that truly matters here is that the cop targeted the wrong people from the start. I mean, just because a car looks similar, does that automatically make someone guilty? Of course not.
You gonna tell me I'm full of it?
Bro, his eyes is wide as your eyes wide as bro.
Dude,
I'm gonna tell you
hey,
this though.
no.
Take a breath with Mad Dog. Because that's gonna get
You got a problem. You understand, young man?
Just shut the up. Just stay back. It's just, bro. All right, bro. You can just get out the conversation.
First of all, dude, you're 17, you're a juvenile, you understand? Since you're a juvenile, you're not even supposed to be out right now, you understand? And this is the thing right here. You operate a motor vehicle. Where's your license at while you at? You don't have pockets, so you don't have a driver license, right? So you're operating a motor vehicle without a license too while you at it, right? You want to keep on talking that yakety yak kind of stuff. I have to ask a simple question, you understand? I got a vehicle. No, because this is the problem. You're acting like a child. I got a vehicle right here that's used inside of a robbery, and you're telling me you don't know who it belongs to. Okay, so you saying that, but you're not giving me anything. You're giving me vague information.
These cops weren't letting him go, not because they had proof, but because they could. He tried to leave, but that was never an option here. They kept him trapped, not under arrest, but not free either, making up rules as they went. Now they played the waiting game, scribbling down his information, dangling the threat of future charges over his head.
Sitting over here because this is the problem right here. Look how you acting. Look how you acting, dude.
Bro, I'm trying to leave. Like, bro, I was trying to eat.
Look, you're not free. You're not free to go right now. You're not free.
Bro, I was trying to eat.
You should have probably been home. You should have probably been home.
Bro,
but you're driving somebody else's vehicle you don't know. Okay, so this is what I got real quick. I got a very quick answer. Hey, give me a notepad. You got a notepad on you? So this is what I got. Since your vehicle matches description of that, I'm taking your information down there. I'm gonna go ahead and let a detective go ahead and do that from that, and they can go ahead and decide to put charges on you or not. So as a juvenile, no, because this is what happened, okay? Any reasonable person in their right mind would say, officer, I ain't had nothing to do with that. No. Why don't you stop and listen to what I'm telling you first? Any reasonable person would say, officer, I had nothing to do with that. Listen, my boy, I just got the vehicle from him over here. I'll give you his information. You can go talk to him. You understand? Instead, you talking like you're a child. You understand? And this is not a childish kind of problem right now.
Now the cops shifted gears, playing the public safety card to justify their behavior and poor approach. They acted like they were on a noble mission, chasing down the worst criminals, but somehow the real problem was his attitude. Helping them wasn't a request, it was an expectation. Questioning them? That was enough for the threats of disorderly conduct. And wait, because the worst is yet to come.
This is a real issue right now, okay? We're facing people who going around robbing people and carjacking people. We got problem people out here putting guns to people's head. So the fact is, I'm trying to, but this is my job. So the difference is like this. When you come in contact with us, your job is to help us get you away from that.
Bro, I was never put in that situation,
I ain't
bro.
talking. All right, but this right here, dude, your attitude.
Me off,
no,
bro. Like I didn't
what you
do
gonna do?
nothing wrong.
What you gonna do?
Bro, what are you gonna do? Just keep
Yeah, I can. I can legally, man. Hey,
the fuck can I do?
step against the car.
Like, bro,
You got 2 seconds.
I got 2 seconds. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I can't do something, bro.
Well, you can go ahead and have a seat in the back seat of the car, and I'll let the detective come out. Dude, let me tell you something, boss. You raise your voice one more time, disorderly conduct. You understand? This is the problem right here, dude.
Can I leave?
No, you cannot.
Okay, I can't leave.
No, you cannot.
Bro, what I was, bro.
Now the car sort of matched a description, and that was all they needed. Now they framed his hesitation as guilt, twisting his frustration into resistance. It didn't matter that he wasn't involved. They'd already decided he was making things hard on himself. To them, innocence wasn't about truth, it was about obedience. And if he didn't break, they'd find a way to make him.
Stop saying bro. No, this is my thing. I don't know that. You understand? But you're acting like that because there's a problem right here. We're searching for bad guys. You understand? If your vehicle matches the description of a vehicle that's used in a robbery, and when I say match description, I'm talking about pure white, older model with a bottom fairing that's dark color. You understand? There's not that many out here. So this is the problem right here. When I come and ask you to come talk to me about something, you're telling me no, and it's involving a robbery? And then you're going to cop an attitude like that? Whose fault is that? That's not me. I just asked a simple darn thing. I want to find out whose vehicle it is, who was driving it. If it was you, that's one thing. If it was him, that's different, I think. If it's somebody else, it's different. That's not hard. You're making that hard on your darn self for no reason. You understand? That's it. If you're not out here robbing people, it should be simple. You should say, officer, it's not me. Give me a second. I'll tell you who vehicle it belongs to. I'll tell you who had it before me.
Now the cops played the good guy act again, pretending they were just helping him avoid trouble. But their version of help was a thinly veiled threat. If his friend had a gun or a body in the car, he could take the fall too. And if he didn't cooperate the way they wanted, things would only get worse. And they would.
You're just taking other people's stuff. That's how people end up locked up. You take your friend's car, your friend got a gun or got a body in the back, and guess what? You get charged. So I'm trying to help make sure y'all guys aren't the ones out here hitting and robbing places right now and you acting like a fool. These people out here hurting people, you understand? They putting guns to people's head right now, and obviously there's not that many older model white Fords that's driving around, you understand? So what do I supposed to go do? Try to identify and talk to y'all guys to get better information, and y'all acting a fool out here. You been disorderly and you gonna start cussing and acting like you're a child out here, man. That's no way to act. So this is what I got. You hang tight for a second while I talk to your boy over there. Pop him out.
321 David, 220.
He's gonna have problems. How about it, please?
228.
You want to get out on that side?
Now, of course, at some point, Officer Wagner realized he was wrong, but instead of owning up to his mistake, he scrambled for excuses to justify his actions. When that didn't work, he switched tactics entirely, reinventing himself as the hero of the story. The problem here? Well, his words never matched his actions, and anyone paying attention could see right through him.
Listen to me, sir.
Bro,
No, hold on.
Look at me,
You
look
can
at
call
me.
me whatever you want, because
All
it's
right,
proper
I will.
here.
Just
Unless
look
you
at
want
me
to go
real quick.
2 hours down to Lexington, I don't got time for this. You understand me? So this the problem. If you spit one more
Look at
time.
me, bro. Look at me. Look
And-
at me.
and-
You up?
Charlie.
All right, bro.
You want to go 2 hours?
Yeah, I do.
Okay,
'Cause
so I'm
you
gonna
up,
tell
you
you.
up,
Okay,
bro.
you
You
want
up
to
for
keep
time,
on.
bro.
You want to keep on. This is what I got for you. You understand, young man?
You ain't got shit.
Right now, I got a vehicle that's matching a description of a robbery. You understand? So the biggest no, yes, that's what I have. Okay.
I don't know.
So this is what happens. You don't know anything, then that means your job is supposed to assist me in the process. I'm not lying. You understand? Why would we be over here lying to go and do anything? That's why I asked you to come talk to me, so I can go talk to your boy too. You're the one who did that, not me.
Bro, you said talk to me. Look where I'm at, bro.
I said
can't
come
talk
out.
to you.
I said come out here and talk
to you, bro.
And what you do? What you tell me? No.
Officer Wagner dangled threats of jail, 2-hour detentions, and charges like a personal punishment menu. The teen wasn't free, not really, and the officer made sure he knew it. And when the kid brought up race, the cop shut it down fast, because acknowledging that would mean admitting the real reason things escalated. But he wasn't done flexing his authority yet.
Exactly, because
right.
I can't.
But guess what? This thing right here. My job is to, number one, identify who you are. If you ain't part of it, then no problem. We won't have a problem with that. You understand? That's not hard for you to spit that out.
Nazi. You need my papers, bro?
Well,
I'm a free nigga now, bro.
Well, hold on, dude.
I'm a free nigga.
Okay, first and foremost, you don't know real history, okay?
You don't know, bro. Look at you. Look where you
spit one more
at.
time. You spit one more time. You spit one more time, dude. You spit one more time. We're going to have a real darn problem. Give me your last name.
I'm not giving you shit.
You don't give me nothing, sir. I'll put you in John Doe and you won't get out of time. How old are you? Why you No, that's the problem. You keep turning this. Hold on. You keep turning this into
like George Floyd, ain't you? Because that's what it's about, bro.
You keep acting like
about. That's what it's about, bro.
You got disorderly conduct.
The cop was in full control now, twisting reality to fit his narrative. He dismissed race outright, as if saying this isn't about race made it true. He wasn't accusing them, he claimed, just asking questions. But in his world, refusing to bow down meant acting a fool. The choice he gave was fake, comply or become a problem. And when the cops label you a problem, the outcome is never in your favor.
This has nothing to do with race. This has a fact. No, this is the problem. I'm the first one on. I'm the one who was tracking y'all guys. You understand? This has nothing to do with race. This has a fact of the matter is somebody's out here robbing people with a vehicle to match the exact same description, and you're going to act it out fool. Because all I said is come talk to me, so that way we can do this, guess what, away from everybody else inside here. You did that. You turned this to a race which has nothing to do with this, okay? So I'm asking you a simple question. You want to sit over there and act a fool or not? If you had nothing to do with it, it's simple. Say, officer, I had nothing to do with it. Let me give you my information so that way we can get this clean and clear. So that way, guess what? If you did have something to do with it, we'll come back and come see you again. But if you didn't, you didn't. I have to ask, where were you at around 8 o'clock? I have to ask, do you know anything about a robbery? I have to ask these type of questions. Do not spit.
The cops had done their damage, and now they were flipping the script. They weren't the aggressors here. The kid was, for reacting to their force. The officer tried to play it off like he was the reasonable one here, pretending this was about cooperation. But the pepper spray said otherwise. And now, as the teen struggled, blinded and in pain, the cop lectured him like he was the problem, and the humiliation wasn't over yet.
It's pepper spray in my mouth. Wipe it for me, bro.
Okay.
Wipe it for me.
All right, do me a favor. Hey, anybody got a towel or something? Ladies,
Why you can't
ma'am,
let
if
me
you don't
on
mind, give me 1
I'm
second.
asking you, bro.
Hold on, no. Hold on. First and foremost, dude, that has nothing to do with this
It's
right
you,
now.
though.
Look how you act.
Look how, you can't look at me. You can't look a man in his eye. Your mama ain't teach
So
you
you
that,
call
bro.
yourself a man, you gonna cuss at me and act
Yeah,
and talk to me
look
like
what
I'm a
you
dog.
doing to me.
So you
Look
gonna
what
talk
you
to me
doing.
like I'm a dog.
You
right?
ain't talking to me like a man.
No,
You
I
can't
told you,
question
I
me.
came in, I said, hey
You
man,
can't question
come and
me.
come talk to me.
You
I
said,
said,
come
both of
outside.
y'all guys get up and come talk to me.
Nah,
So
bro,
that way
I
we don't have to
respect
do this
that.
inside, right?
I don't give a
So
fuck
that
where
way,
I gotta
right,
do it,
right. And that's the reason why you act the way you acted, right?
Yep.
So people gonna treat you, you act like that.
Look how you
people,
treat me.
No, look how you just treated me. All I'm doing is trying to make sure people ain't out here robbing and hurting people. And look at what you're doing, because guess what? This is the thing right here. You see this? You're acting like that. Nobody out here did this anything to you. All I did was say, come talk to me, both of y'all. And y'all acting like children. And then you want to turn back around and turn this into a racial matter when somebody's out here robbing people. No, that's your problem. And then you want to turn around and start talking racial epithets. You Uncle Tom, you this, you that. That's how you talk to people, like the animals. People don't deserve that, dude.
But I'm the one
that's not a human
in
being.
the back of a car. But I'm talking to you like an animal.
You're spitting, dude. Look. I don't
wipe
know.
my face. I got pepper spray in my
Well, hold on.
face.
Give me a second. She's getting a towel for you. Why don't you wait for a couple seconds and we go ahead? You understand? Now you want to help me out here. Give me a second.
Now the cop was twisting the law itself, pretending due process was still in play while treating the teen like he was already guilty. He threw around words like investigation, but it wasn't about facts. It was about keeping control. The kid pushed back, demanding his rights, but the cop shut him down again, making it clear that looking guilty was enough. And now, with backup arriving, things were about to get even uglier.
Well, you may not like to, but I'm gonna tell you right now, boss. Unless you want to look more guilty than what you are,
Right,
and the fact that I'm trying
it don't matter. Yeah, I'm innocent until I'm proven guilty. It don't matter what I look like.
Right, you are, but this is an investigation, okay?
Bro, what you investigating me for, bro?
I'm investigating the vehicle that's involved. No.
Hey, you turn around and sit on that bump.
I'm investigating a vehicle that matches the description of a robbery that happened around 8:30. You understand? A robbery that happened around 8:30 where somebody put guns up to somebody else's head and took everything they had. You understand? So the problem is this. I don't know who was involved. Hey, no, Martha. This is the thing right here. I don't know who was involved. You understand? I don't know what it is, but I know for a fact that vehicle and people matching descriptions turned around and went into a place and robbed the place. The only thing I wanted to do was ask you to come out and come talk to me for a minute, so that way I wouldn't go out here and put business out here on the street. You understand? No. Do you understand that?
No, I don't.
So you don't?
I didn't
Okay.
business on the street.
Well, my thing is like, I don't know your involvement. I don't know anything, okay?
Just keep talking to him. Let him clean his face off.
So this is what I got. I need some
You
information
EMS clean your
from
face?
you. EMS will come out here and come check you out real quick.
This cop was laying the groundwork, justifying everything they had already done while setting up what came next. He casually mentioned race, pretending it had nothing to do with it, while making it clear that it did. They hadn't even searched the car yet, but that didn't matter. The goal was to find something to make sure their case stuck.
Not yet, Sarge. We got the vehicle over here from that. I'm gonna go ahead and document the information for that. And if it matches the description of it, then we're good. He said he just got it from his friend. So that's the thing. He said he got it from his friend whose father owns it. So that means we have a person who we can look at. Him right over here, he's not giving me any information, but he does match the description of one of the individuals who happen to be African American. That has nothing to do with it. But the fact is, I'm gonna get his information from him to make sure he wasn't one of them. I'll go look over to make sure ain't no guns or anything up in there, but other than that, that's all we got. So
We haven't seen inside the car yet?
not yet. I went up in, as soon as they got up in, I went over to make sure they didn't have any weapons or
Don't look at
anything.
it unless you get a consent.
Oh no, I know.
Either that
But that's not even his vehicle. He don't even have a license. He don't have
He's in possession.
Yeah.
Now the cop switched to damage control, playing the victim in his own mess. He took the time to apologize to bystanders, but not the teens he harassed, as if he was the one being mistreated here. He painted the stop as routine, a simple job, ignoring the intimidation, threats, and violence it took to get here. Meanwhile, he was already digging deeper.
It doesn't have to say it's like water, it's cold. And then if you look up, actually look the other way, look good, to your left.
I'm all right. When they get done taking care of you, young man, I need to talk to you. I just got a couple questions to ask you, and if that's the case, then we'll get you on your way. You understand? But you gotta cut this out, man. I just don't understand it. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, ladies. I'm sorry y'all got to go through that. I mean, the biggest thing is, we just, you know, we had a series of robberies recently, and one of the vehicles, it's not hard to match it up, but it looks exactly like that. I mean, to the T. And but this is how we get treated when we try to go ahead and find out. And I mean, I just asked him to come out and talk.
Do you have the parents' information yet?
I got his grandmother's information. He didn't give me a mother or father. I got his grandmother. Okay, I'll call him.
Now, the cop was offering help, but only on his terms. He cared more about cleaning his car than the teen struggling with the effects of the pepper spray. The so-called assistance was just another way of reasserting control, pretending to be compassionate while ignoring the damage he had already done. Meanwhile, the teen, barely able to see, was done playing along. He wanted justice, but the cops weren't about to let that happen easily.
These paper tabs. I need to clean out my car now, as they see on it.
You want some of that for you? Your face?
Yeah, I know how it feels when I put liquid on it. My face is burning.
He got some of the spray off.
Have some water out there.
Yeah, I get out.
I mean, that's all I got. Go for it. It's about a washcloth.
You can give me the washcloth so I can clean this out of my car.
Let's see if we found one. Find the washcloth.
That's all I'm gonna do for you. You gotta blink a lot. You gotta try to keep your eyes open.
You wanna go to the hospital, my dear?
I want to go to the police station. I want to call a lawyer. I want to do a lot of shit. That's not one of them.
Now, the cop was rewriting the story, framing the teen as the real problem. Rude, distasteful, acting a fool. He downplayed everything, as if this was just a casual conversation gone wrong. Meanwhile, he used the teen's age against him, flipping between calling him a juvenile and treating him like an adult when it suited his narrative. And now, with the family involved, they were setting up the next move.
Okay. Well, he's right here. We got him over there at the Waffle House right now on Dixie Highway, just north of 265. The problem is the vehicle he was driving over here matched the description of a vehicle that was used in a robbery earlier, armed robbery, around New Cut, around 8:30 this afternoon. So we wanted to come talk to him in reference towards that, but your grandson's acting a total fool, and he was very, very rude and distasteful. I don't know what's going on. It's okay, but he's 17 years old, right? He's not even supposed to be out right now, I think. But at the exact same time, you want to come get him?
Yes.
So who you staying with right now? Who is he staying with, ma'am?
Hey, Wagner, I'm not treating that kid like he's a juvenile. He's an adult. He can go to regular jail and they can figure it out.
At one point, Officer Wagner was playing both sides, pretending to reassure the grandmother while making it clear he was in charge. He spoke to her like he was the responsible adult, acting as if the teen's actions were a personal embarrassment to his family. Meanwhile, he twisted the kid's words, using minor inconsistencies to paint him as dishonest. The teen was now a problem to be dealt with.
Oh, he's an adult?
Well, if he ain't giving you any information, he's John Doe, nothing.
That's right.
Let's go to jail.
Okay, ma'am. All right, we'll deal with it. I'll find something. I appreciate it.
Hey, Marcin, throw him in your car.
Yeah, everything's okay. He's fine right now. We'll deal with this.
Marcin?
Young man,
Marcin.
do you want to speak with me? Yes or no?
Nah, bro, I don't.
Okay, how old are you?
Jail. Let me talk to somebody else. Let me talk to a
Thank you, ma'am. I
Who's
appreciate
the sergeant?
It's okay, ma'am. Listen, there's nothing you need to apologize about. We'll see what we can do about this. You don't need to apologize for his actions, okay? It's okay. No. Thank you very much, ma'am. No, ma'am, listen, ma'am, it's okay. You don't have to apologize at all. His choice is his choice. Well, I understand, ma'am, but we are, but I understand, ma'am. This is what it is. Listen, he'll be all right. We'll talk to him real quick and we'll see what we can do, okay? Hey, your grandma said, please calm down. So, don't say bruh, your grandmother. So, okay. No problem, ma'am. Thank you. All right. Thank you, ma'am. Bye-bye. Bye. Your grandma so that means you're underage as a juvenile, and you're going from place to place to place right now, okay? So she said you was at somebody else's house. You told me she's at home, and obviously she's not, okay?
Let's be real. This cop overreacted. We all see it. He sees it. And yet, despite having every opportunity to make things right, he chose instead to play God. acting like he was the one granting second chances. But let's not pretend this is shocking. By now, it's clear. Some cops think far too highly of themselves, and Officer Wagner was definitely one of them.
So this is the problem right here you got. I can take you probably about an hour and a half, 2 hours out near Lexington, let you stay in a detention facility. Hold on. Stop calling me bruh, number one. Stop calling me bruh, okay? That's not how you talk to people, okay? So this is what you got. You got number one, you can sit over here and talk to me like a human being, all right? So you don't have any adult to come get you, you're a juvenile, and you're sitting over here talking and acting this way for what? And you think it's funny, dude. You wasting my time right now, and we don't need this. So this is what I got. You hang tight, you act right to these officers, and I guarantee you, if everything checks out, you will be going home. You understand? Listen, excuse me. I'm giving you an opportunity. You take whichever way it is, you understand? Or you can go with us, and I'll drop you off near Lexington. You understand that? And you can sit up in there and rot until they decide to put you in a court. And they're going to hold you. You understand? So which one you prefer? To act right or you want the other way? Okay. Treat these officers right. I'll be right back with you.
The arrested guy may have been young, but he wasn't stupid. He knew his civil rights. And that's exactly what irritated Officer Wagner the most. When he asked to speak to the sergeant, he got his chance, but if you thought the sergeant would step in and de-escalate the situation like he should, think again. Spoiler alert, it gets even worse.
How I look like a robbery victim, bro. Look at me in my face, too.
You don't look like a robbery victim.
How I look like a robbery suspect.
You're a black male, and there was two black males.
It was two. Where's the other one? Bro,
I don't know. Where is he?
I know I'm true. Yeah, I was with him.
They were in a mid-90s model Ford white pickup truck with color on the bottom.
I mean, if I was in a motherfucking 2021 motherfucking Rolls Royce, I would have did it.
Now, he followed that truck, and that's why we were all trying to get over here.
Martin.
I'm just trying to explain to you. That's why you got stopped. And why you went off and all bonkers, I don't know.
Y'all some ham,
I guess, whatever.
Me and you gonna take this guy down.
All right. Does that make you feel good to call people names?
bro. Look what y'all doing. Make y'all feel good to pepper spray me and make y'all good to question me. Who are y'all to question me, bro?
The police.
I came.
Hold on. We're the police.
Bro, what
That's
the that mean? Y'all some fuck people.
You know you're going to jail, right?
For what?
At least disorderly conduct, probably resisting arrest. That's what I'm saying.
All right, thanks.
Martin, you unlock your car.
If you don't give
we gotta walk them all the way over there.
My name is Will Harris.
What's wrong with your car? We gotta
It's got all my riot stuff back there.
Oh my God.
And there it was. The sergeant finally said the quiet part out loud. The teen was a suspect because he was black. No evidence, no real reason, just a vague description that boiled down to his skin color. When the kid pushed back, refusing to accept the label they forced on him, they escalated again. Now it wasn't just about questioning him, it was about arresting him.
Hold on. I got his name and stuff.
Hey, I'll pull up right here.
Okay.
Khalil, is that?
Talk to him real quick.
I don't know if he
I'm
will.
trying to get it through to him. Before he
I
goes.
don't like how y'all treat me.
Hold on.
I don't like that.
I don't understand why you think that somebody's treating you bad when they gave you an opportunity. You understand?
That's how
You went
who are
south.
you to give me
Will
an
you listen? Will
Who
you
are to
listen?
give me an opportunity?
I'm the law.
My
You
sergeant
understand?
just got
That's
his
different.
name.
Yes,
He's
I'm
over
a
there
law
in that
enforcement.
SUV.
No. I work for the people. I work for the community,
You
which
don't
is
work
you.
for me.
That is the problem right here. You fail to realize this, all right, young man? The laws are made for us to investigate to try to stop people from doing violent crime out here. You understand? That's why it's called law enforcement. I'm not here to be a friend, okay? I asked you a simple question, and all you had to do was give me a simple answer. You understand? You acted a fool from that. Your actions equal to that, okay? You can't sit back and blame everybody else because you want to act a fool. I said, do me a favor, walk out here and come talk to me. The only thing I was going to ask is a series of questions and to get your information just in case we can do an investigation.
Now the cop was rewriting history, pretending this was all the teen's fault. He framed his aggression as an opportunity, as if the kid should be grateful for the harassment. When intimidation didn't work, he resorted to humiliation, mocking him for resisting and trying to break him down. And with every word, the cops were becoming only more aggressive.
You acted a darn fool. Now you're looking at going to darn jail because you want to be a darn dum-dum and get your name on some paperwork. So I'm giving you an opportunity right here. Take this opportunity, and the last one I'm giving, because your boy, he just sucked up and acted right now because he knows where he could probably go. So I'm going to tell you this, I don't understand why you're not. This ain't got nothing to do with color or race. You want to turn around and talk to me like I'm a dog. I'm not a dog of yours, you understand?
I'm not a dog of yours.
Yeah, I don't treat you like that. That's why I talked to you. I said, hey, sir, come talk to me. And that's all I said. Hey, come talk to me real quick, didn't I? I didn't say, hey, this or hey, that or anything or a racial epithet, did I? I didn't treat you like that, but you turn around and no, that's you. That's your problem. So this is what you got. I'm giving you an opportunity right now. This is the only one you're going to get from me. You want to sit here and put your name on some paperwork? You want to go ahead and go get charged, have to fight it out in court? You can go ahead. This is what we got. We have an investigation we have to go do. I can get your information right now, or we can take you to jail. They're going to run your prints.
After more than half an hour of this nonsense, the officers finally decided it was time to question the guy they had already handcuffed. Of course, any competent cop would ask questions first if they had a real suspicion, then make an arrest. But these officers did everything backward. And just when you think they've made enough mistakes, they prove you wrong. They weren't done yet.
Who got your information? How got it? How old are you, young man? You're 18 years old. Okay. This is what I got. Okay. Where were you around 8 o'clock to 8:30 today? This afternoon. Were you around anywhere near around these vehicles? Were you in this vehicle around 8:30? Okay. Where were you at? Where you live at? You're 18 years old. You ever been charged with anything? You ever been in jail? All right.
Question.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Hey man, you want to check that body mass?
What?
You want to check that body mass? Okay.
Do you know anything about? So you don't. Whose vehicle is that? What's the name?
321 days.
Well, we don't know if it belongs to him or not. Okay, if you say it belongs to him, then what's the first name?
At this point, it's obvious. The police have no intention of letting this guy go, even though everyone knows they've got the wrong person. Instead of admitting their mistake, they doubled down, using the situation to flex their power. This isn't just bad policing anymore. This is something worse. They aren't just bad cops, they're bad people. Taking satisfaction in wasting someone's time just because they can.
We can take that as a bloodborne pathogen. You understand me? That's a biohazard when you start spitting at people because we don't know what you got. If it's blood mixed with it. No, actually, it's not. It won't. Pepper spray doesn't do that. First of all, pepper. No, actually, no. Let me tell you something. Pepper spray will not close if you're down throat, and that's the reason why we got EMS here to go check you out too while you at it. The difference is like this, man. It's less than lethal. It's another way to stop from having to go physically deal with you when you acting it out full. It didn't require this, man. Your attitude is at 100 right now, and it didn't. Your attitude does not require that. Talking to people like that does not require that. You're 18 years old, and I don't know what happened, man, where you acted like
bro, y'all what happened, bro?
Y'all, what happened, y'all?
Every police that allowing this to happen is what happened.
Allowing this?
Yeah.
This is an investigation for a robbery, man. And you think that's okay, right? You think it's okay that people rob people, right?
Who said that?
Because it's the problem right here. If you didn't think, no, but that's because you're acting like that, man.
These cops used their badges like weapons, inventing a new excuse every minute to keep this guy detained or throwing out yet another question to justify their hold on him. It felt endless, because it was. At least not anytime soon. But just when you think they couldn't take it any further, of course they did. And what they said next, it will shock you.
We're in an investigation for a robbery where somebody put a gun up to somebody and took their stuff. You understand? Threatened their life. You understand that? So instead of us sitting back and saying it's okay, y'all talking about we supposed to have better stuff to go do out here, like catch the bad guys, we're out here trying to make sure y'all not the bad guys. And all you had to do was talk to me for 2-9 seconds and act right. And you messed that up, didn't you? You didn't? You did. And nobody in the world, so what y'all guys want to do with them?
We have to take them.
Y'all got to?
Because we use LC spray.
What you gonna charge them with?
Disorderly conduct.
Yeah, you can do that. All right. Well, this is what I got you, man. You're being charged right now with disorderly conduct. 18 years old. This is the first time you got it. They do it towards that. I'm gonna tell you right now, dude. I will tell you to shapen up your attitude.
Bro, like you gonna arrest me and I gave you what you wanted?
No. This is what you got. This is not me arresting you. The problem is this. Your actions that led to that.
And just like that, the arrest was sealed. Not because of a crime, but because the cops decided it was happening. Disorderly conduct was the catch-all excuse, a charge built on their own aggression. Now they flipped it again, acting like they were doing him a favor, dangling the possibility of a release like a prize he hadn't earned.
This is not me that's arresting you. These officers who had to do that to you are arresting you now. My choice is I would probably let you go, but the difference is what you did to these officers.
What'd I do to them?
Spatting on them.
I did not spit on one of them, bro.
You're spitting while you're talking.
Bro,
That's the problem.
Alright, I'm sorry.
You start acting a fool and they had to OC you, man. They had to pepper spray you.
Hey, you can listen to me, talk straight to you for a minute, all right? So we can move past this and hopefully have like a better tomorrow. I will go talk to my sergeant and ask him if there's any way we decide to release you, okay? but you have to listen to me. And I'm not promising that we're gonna let you go. You may still have to go downtown, but I'll go and give it a good shot if you can give me a good
I just feel like you're right.
You feel? How you gonna say feel when a person has the ability to try to get you out of trouble?
Yeah.
You still talking trash,
I
man.
can put you in the car, and I cannot go ask him. But I just want to like try to get some kind of dialogue, dude, because like I don't want to keep running into you and have to like deal with this petty shit, right?
Just when they had finally run out of excuses to keep questioning him, the cops made one last desperate move. They decided to search the car. With a heavy heart? Hardly. More like a last-ditch effort to justify everything they had done. Of course, they didn't have a warrant. But after everything that had already happened, did that even matter to them?
Now, the only reason you're walking around acting a fool, being loud, acting aggressive.
Hey, listen,
Hey, it doesn't matter. So when I asked you to,
So he's.
sit down at the car, you already stuff, you get my face, you said, look me in the eye.
Hey,
No,
Hey,
listen.
listen.
Hey.
Time out. Switch with him real quick. Let me get you pictures. Let's just stop lecturing people because we're not going to simply get through to this guy.
Y'all want to take my handcuffs? Give them back to me when y'all get there.
Hold on. Car's right here to your right. You turn, put the butt in.
There you go. Try not to sit on your hands, sir.
Hey, young man, is there anything in that vehicle I need to know about? You don't mind if I take a look, do you? All right. Thanks, sir.
No one at Speedway.
Yeah, boss?
How far away is the Circle K Greenwood and Sky Blue?
Okay, taking that guy to a safe place because it's after curfew and impounding the truck. Have somebody look at it because I think that really strengthens
He gave
what we were looking for.
Well, he gave
He's in handcuffs. He's the juvenile
All right,
inside the
no
truck.
one there, thank you.
He's in possession of it. I get that. He's the one that's responsible for it. So.
At any point while watching this unfold, did you hit just how absurd this whole situation really was? While these cops stood around, wasting time justifying themselves to each other, the real criminals, the ones who actually robbed that store, were still out there, free. Imagine if they had put even half this effort into finding the right suspects. Wouldn't that have actually made sense?
Even though the vehicle matched the description from it, towing the vehicle from that, I don't think we got enough to tow the vehicle from it.
326
You know, it matched,
Don't think we have enough.
well, it matched the description of it with no problem. It's an older model one, yes. He said he wasn't driving at the time of it, but to take it for evidentiary purpose on that, unless a robbery detective says that, my biggest thing is he gave consent. We're gonna take him out the handcuffs real quick.
Radio 321, Baker 321, David, you want me to show you 10-8
Original
unfounded?
presence. I mean, this scenario has already happened. You can't just take him out. and do that. So,
251.
yeah, I just put a hold on it for evidence for.
We'll even call the robbery detective and notify them what we got, so that way they can decide if they want to go ahead and do that.
I think it helps us get this kid off the scene.
Right.
He obviously isn't making good decisions. We take him to a safe place, done the right thing, he can walk away if he wants to. We can take the truck if they don't want it on their property. Nobody else is here to get it. He's not giving us the name of the
We can't tow it off our property unless it's part of our, unless we do a traffic stop on
They
it.
don't want it on their property.
Yeah, I guess. All right, we need the number. Who has the number to that what's name? And we got called the robbery detective. Who has the number to the robbery detective? Yeah.
But even that wasn't enough for these cops. Instead of cutting their losses and getting as far away from this mess as possible, they huddled together, working to align their stories, and yes, the sergeant was right there with them. Cops always seem to have each other's backs when it's time to cover up their mistakes. Ever had a run-in with officers like these? Drop your story in the comments, and let's get back to the rest of this absurd case.
Here's pictures of the truck.
Okay.
Take the truck pictures there, and then he can just release the truck.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yeah. So that's what we'll do. I'll have one of the guys drop him off at a safe place, and I'll do a tow slip for it and do it as a hold for investigation.
Okay.
All right. Young man, this is what you got. You're going to go to safe place. We're going to have to drop you off at safe place. No. This is the problem right here. I'll have my sergeant come out. My sergeant come out, he runs the one. So instead of me being able to let you down, boy, go, he's been disorderly from that. They had to OC him, he's going to jail. You're not going to have any charges. We're going to drop you off at safe place. That vehicle's going to get impounded, you understand? Because this is the problem right here. If you was cool with us, listen, that's the problem. If you was cool at the time of that, instead of you acting around fool right here and doing all this, my sergeant would have thought about it. Now he has zero care for that and willing to take every aspect. Now your grandmother said your vehicle got totaled by somebody else, right? One of your friends totaled your vehicle out and he let you drive that vehicle. Will your mother allow you to go to the house? Will she? No. Will your mother allow you to go to her house? Okay. Give me your mother's phone number.
Have you ever noticed how often cops have muted their body cameras, even if only for a short time? Honestly, why would they do that? Unless they were hiding something. It became most obvious in their conversations among themselves. Now just imagine how these officers would have behaved if there weren't a law requiring body cameras to stay on at all times.
Hey, Sarge. Hey, Sarge.
322 Baker.
Hey, Sarge. No, he don't have her. He don't have a phone number. He stays with his grandma 100% from that, but his mom. He said his mom.
I don't mind trying to taking the drop off. I would go ahead and get a towing route though.
Okay, I'll start a tow.
So you can turn the lights off.
No problem, guys. Thanks.
Units that ran made the run. EMS 2283 2283. Stand by.
Although this went on for a long time, it doesn't take much to see that these cops were completely out of control. They're the type who believe there are no consequences for their actions, and frankly, that's dangerous. Until qualified immunity is abolished and the public is allowed to sue them personally, this is gonna keep happening. But if you thought these were the worst cops out there, well, you'd be wrong. A 21-year veteran of the Jacksonville Police Department, Sergeant John Alberon, decides to audit his own department's body cam footage, something the public rarely gets to see in full. And the very first video he watches exposes officers unlawfully arresting a man simply for refusing to show ID. That alone speaks volumes. Now, with this stage set, we're about to see yet another case of power-hungry officers abusing their authority under the false belief.
What's going on?
Sir, so, alright, she got mad because I was talking to her and stuff like that. So, she don't know what she want to do. She texting all these dudes. I haven't been texting nobody. I used to have an iPhone, sir. But okay, I got rid of the iPhone.
What's the issue here?
All right.
He can tell you everything. Tell him what's going on.
He was getting mad at her because she was about to go somewhere.
He was getting mad at who?
I was about to go somewhere that I don't even live here. I don't even live nowhere down here.
All right, so calm down.
And then he mad because she don't got enough gas to take him back to Texas.
Who problem is that though?
Who lives here?
I do.
She do.
Okay, whose kids are these?
Hers.
Who are you?
I ain't nobody to her.
So what's he doing here?
Right away, it's clear this is a messy personal dispute, not a criminal situation. The officers respond to what appears to be an argument between a man and a woman, yet there's no immediate danger, no violence, no crime being committed. It's just frustration, miscommunication, and emotions running high. But instead of diffusing the situation, these officers dig for a reason to assert authority.
Oh, she came and got me from my house, which is in County, Texas.
I asked her, what's he doing here?
Well, he was with me.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Okay, and now what's the issue right now?
He wants to go home. I don't have gas.
He wants to go home.
And that's 2 hours away.
And she doesn't have enough gas to give you a ride home?
And she barely got enough gas to go to work in the morning.
Okay. So that's what you're upset about?
No, that's not what I'm upset about. I'm upset because she do little stupid shit every day. She rather be home with her kids, and then she got the nerve to leave me with her kids, tell me to do shit around the house when these badass kids doing shit that they don't see even supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying?
So you say you're upset with her because she'd rather be with her kids than you? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying she'd rather not be with her kids.
Okay.
Because apparently I be watching them all the time.
Okay. So
So what do you want to happen right now? What's happening?
Oh, look, this is what I want to happen. Cause
this is her residence.
But she not talking. I'm the only one talking.
Okay. So what?
I'm the only one trying to get something done.
You need to calm down a little bit and talk to me like I'm talking to you. Okay.
All right.
So what's going on?
At this point, the officers have determined that no crime has been committed. The man simply wants to go home, and the woman doesn't have the gas to take him. That's a personal problem, not a police matter. Yet, instead of leaving and letting them figure it out like adults, the officers keep inserting themselves into the situation. Rather than de-escalating and leaving, the officers linger, talking about the situation as if they're building up to something.
So what do you want? What do you want from this?
I want to go back to my house, and I'm gonna leave her alone, and I'm gonna let her do her.
Okay.
And that
well,
should be
she's
done.
not able to give you a ride, so however you're able to get home, you're gonna have to figure it out that, because she obviously can't give you a ride.
Well, my mother said she can send me the money in the morning. So can you bring me somewhere?
I bring you where?
To the station. I go to the station.
I can't just take you to a gas station?
No, to a station, to the police station.
I can't just take you to the police station. You need to go get a hotel or something like that?
I mean, if my mama send me the money, yeah, I'll go get a hotel.
Okay, but yeah, she's not gonna be able to take you. But
hold on, let me call her real quick.
So, mom's not talking, so I don't know what's going on with her. But apparently they were together. This is her place with her kids. I think he's mainly upset because he lives at Texarkana and she didn't have enough gas just to give him a ride back. So.
But when the sergeant came, it finally happened. The officers finally created a reason to make an arrest. For the entire interaction, there was no crime, no threat, no need for police involvement. But the moment the man refuses to give his ID, the officer immediately escalates, detains him, and falsely claims he's obstructing justice.
How do you know him?
Yeah, he said he blowing up my inbox, so I started conversating with him.
Huh?
He was blowing up my inbox, so I started conversating with him. That's my ex.
Oh, I'm not her ex. Nowhere near her ex. We don't got no children together. How can I be your ex?
Okay, well, let's go over here, and then we'll figure out a way to get you.
Has he been staying here?
Yeah.
Yeah, because she can't.
Hey, sir. He's
Obviously,
talking to her.
man, I don't care, man.
Let's just go over here. What's your name, man?
Man, I'm not telling you nothing until I get home, man.
All right.
Cause it's a lot of lying going on, bro.
You have any ID on yourself?
Man, I'm not telling you nothing, man.
I'm gonna ask you one more time. Do you have any ID on you?
I'm not telling you nothing.
Put your hands behind your back.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, I'll go to jail,
right.
yeah.
You're being detained for obstruction. Man, you're being detained for obstruction.
Man, I'm not. I don't care, man.
Because we have to identify who we're out with. Because we have to identify who we're out with.
I don't care, man. I'm gonna get home. This is the only way I'm gonna get home.
You're fixing to get to jail, all right?
But I'm going home, though.
No, you're going to jail.
But I'm going home after, though.
I don't care what you do after.
I'm going home after. But I'm going home after, though. You hear me?
You know you're making us take you to jail. You're making us take you to jail.
But I'm not restraining to none of that, though.
Because
I'm not restraining to none of that.
Okay.
You hear me?
But,
okay. You hear me?
I hear you. I hear you just fine.
I hear you too, though.
Good.
You hear me?
Yep.
And now an innocent man is going to jail, not because he broke the law, but because an officer's ego couldn't handle being told no. And of course, this is only going to get worse. Let's be clear, this is not obstruction. The police were not investigating a crime, this was a personal dispute. This is a textbook case of police abuse, manufacturing charges to justify an unnecessary arrest.
Do you have anything else to say?
Did you got anything to say?
You are under arrest. That's what I have to say.
Oh, yeah, I know that.
Okay.
I know my rights.
Okay.
Okay.
You have the right to be arrested.
Yeah, come on.
Just because you won't give us your name, you have anything in your pockets going to stick us, hurt us, anything like that?
Man, I ain't got nothing on me.
All right, step over here right in front of that.
But my medicine, you want to check that?
Yes, sir.
Shit, I know I'll be out of the money. I'm good.
Okay, well. It don't bother you, it don't bother me.
It don't bother me. If this the only way I got to get home, shit.
Well, you going out? Where you live?
I live in Texarkana, Texas. Mama gonna come get me. All I ask is mama. So now y'all want to be disrespectful?
They don't want to be disrespectful. No.
Hey, you that's too weak. That's too weak. Don't grab me. Don't slam me. Don't slam me. Don't slam my house seat, man. You do that don't slam me.
Even after securing the arrest, the officers keep pushing, not because they need to, but because they want to assert dominance. They taunt him, telling him this could have been avoided, as if he was responsible for his own unlawful arrest. The final moments show exactly how they see this situation, not as law enforcement, but as punishment. This wasn't about law, it was about power, and they made sure he felt it.
There you go.
Right here.
You search him good?
Man, grab my phone, man. It's my mom's phone, man.
Hey.
Before I took the out.
Hey, get in the car, man.
Man, that's the phone.
Get in the car.
Man, they told me in the car. Told me.
Get in the car. What?
Don't choke me, bro. I have seizures, man.
Well, then sit in the car.
Don't choke me, bro.
Sit in the car.
All right, bro. Damn.
Get in the car.
Damn, bro. I'm getting a car and grab me like that. I have seizures.
Oh, do your leg and get
Wrong time.
Hey, get in the car. Okay.
Y'all dirty ass cops.
Now that the officers have successfully manufactured charges, they work to justify their actions after the fact. They twist the story, telling each other that the man was refusing to leave when in reality, he just wanted a way home. What's worse, they now pressure the woman into writing a statement likely to further back up their narrative.
Hello.
Can you hear me? I don't know how to operate that thing.
Can you hand me that charger? I'm gonna put that in here.
I'm gonna go make contact over here. Obstruction and resisting arrest. So he called
Saying that she was trying to dump the kids off.
Saying that she was trying to dump the kids off on him. Which is bogus as crap. Because he's upset that she wouldn't take him to Texarkana. No, they don't. We're going to get her to write out a statement.
Now, despite clear constitutional violations, the Jacksonville Police Department initially defended its officers, claiming they had the right to demand ID at any disturbance. But legal pushback and public outrage exposed their flawed understanding of the law. As calls for accountability grew, leadership was forced to review department policies. Yet, no immediate disciplinary action was taken. This case became another example of an innocent man who faced the dark side of policing and paid the price. Now, if you're thinking this was as bad as it gets, think again. In our next video, you're gonna see cops take things to an even more disturbing level. Just when you thought things can't get any worse, they do. Stick around because trust me, you're not gonna believe what'll happen next.